We could all use a little help navigating the news these days. The Consider This podcast wants to give you a hand. 6 days a week, we'll help you make sense of the day's biggest news story and what it means for you in less than 15 minutes. Listen now to the Consider This podcast from NPR.
This is WCBU's Out and About. I'm Dr. May Gilliland of ArtsPartners of Central Illinois, and today we are talking with David Commanday, conductor of the Heartland Festival Orchestra, about their upcoming tribute to Tina Turner concert taking place Saturday, January 25th at the Peoria Civic Center Ballroom. David, welcome to Out and About.
Great to be with you.
What inspired the HFO to create a tribute concert dedicated to Tina Turner? How did this all come about?
Well, I heard that this program was coming into existence from the producer who was putting it together, and I thought this is something we need to bring to Central Illinois. It's centering on one of the amazing musical talents of the 20th century into this one. If you think about Tina's career spanning over 60 years, and the challenges that she overcame in her life, childhood, whatever, deprivation and abuse later on, reinventing herself after this incredibly tortured marriage to Ike Turner, all of these things. And then the sheer talent and energy and character that came through. And eventually, she's appearing in films and she writes biographies. But above all, the voice and the tunes, I just thought we need to share this with our neighbors.
Absolutely. And as you said, she's had such a dynamic career. How did you choose which iconic songs to include in the program, or is this something that comes along with it?
Well, I had a little influence, but this program, when I heard about it, already included these central tunes: Proud Mary, What's Love Got to Do with It, Disco Inferno, The Best. When you hear that, for example, Princess Diana playing The Best for Prince William when he's a little kid and he's worried about going back to boarding school, these are tunes that they have been in the lives of generations of us. They have such a message. And to me, obviously it's a unique voice, Tina's voice, and we have three artists: Lakeisha Jones, who's performed with me before, Nova Y. Payton, it's her first visit here, and Matthew Johnson. But between the three of them, we're delivering on the best and in the quality of the voice and the personalities. They're going to bring something special to this. And by the way, we've got it set up in the Civic Center Ballroom. There's going to be table seating and a raised stage. We've got advanced audio working with us, so we're going to have great audio and lighting for the performance. It's going to be so fun. It's a celebration. It's a way to get our batteries going in this new
in January,
year.
Right?
Yes.
We need that. Yes. Yeah, well, let's talk a little bit more about that format, because it's really unique with, having it in the Civic Center Ballroom. Mm-hmm. How does that influence the audience's experience of her music?
Well, I suppose you can imagine the early roots, the kinds of locations that Tina would have performed with Ike, and then later on. Smaller venues, cabarets, or whatever. When you're sitting at the table, now of course the Civic Center Ballroom is big, but we have, together with video projection and the amplification, everyone's going to feel that they're there in this space, and the informality of it, I think, matches the genre. And naturally we've got a rhythm section built into the orchestra, an electric bass and electric guitar with keyboard, and then we add these are great symphonic charts to back it up.
That was David Commanday talking about the Heartland Festival Orchestra's upcoming Tina Turner tribute concert. David, thank you so much for joining me in the studio today.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun.
You've been listening to Out and About, production of WCBU and ArtsPartners of Central Illinois, designed to connect you with the arts community. Our producer is Jody Holtz. Find this episode at WCBU.org and subscribe to the Out and About podcast wherever you download.
Support for arts and culture coverage on WCBU comes from PNC Financial Services. PNC is committed to supporting local art and culture events in the communities they serve.